Hey there, this is Niklas Almqvist from the Hives, and you're listening to 89 FM, the Radio Rock.
Hi, Nick. How are you?
Very good, thanks. Hello.
Hello. My name is Fernanda Soldateli. I'm from 89 FM, the Radio Rock, in Brazil, São Paulo. I have some questions for you. Can we start?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, your guys are coming back to Brazil, but this time with My Chemical Romance. How this idea came up? Tell me everything.
Well, I think the way that most of these things come up, I guess you get asked to do something, and you either say yes or no. This is a good opportunity for us, like the band, and we get to come back to South America on a big tour.
Yeah.
So I guess pretty standard stuff.
And what the fans can expect from the show?
Well, I think they should not expect anything but the absolute best. I always say that in interviews. If people go to see the Hives, or if they go and see this show, I guess I don't know where we're playing, but I guess it's like big football arenas or something. So
Yes.
it's I think fans should I think people should expect nothing but the absolute best. Like if you've heard of a good rock band, it'll be better than that. You should expect more than that. If you heard of the best, it'll be better than that. It should be better than that.
For sure will be. And My Chemical Romance have been back to Brazil in 17 years. And you guys have been here more frequently. Do you think they will feel impacted by the Brazilian crowd?
If they feel what?
They will feel impacted by the Brazilian crowd.
Yeah. I mean, if they haven't been back for 17 years, that's kind of a long time. And I'm guessing they would have had great shows in Brazil, before. So it's they're probably looking forward to come back. I would assume.
Yes. And you guys have been here last year, if I'm not wrong, and recorded a pocket show with us that went for our social media and was a beautiful project. And I want to know how it's for you being in Brazil and your relationship with the fans here.
Brazil has always been great for us. I mean, I don't really know when the first time was that we played Brazil, but we've been to Brazil a number of times, and we played, a bit here and there. I guess mostly, we've been to, I guess, Sao Paulo and maybe Rio and Porto Alegre, I guess, and maybe some other places. I don't really know, but it's always been great. Brazilian fans are very, very excited. It's always been great shows.
And do you have a favorite memory here?
Well, I mean, the country in itself is well, I know we've been to Brasilia as well, but it's the country in itself. There's lots of great nature and stuff. That's great to see and stuff. But as far as the shows, it's been, I think we've had some big ones, and we've had smaller club shows, and we've had kind of everything. I think that maybe there's stuff that stands out. Maybe it's called Cine Joia. I think maybe that's like a club.
Joia, yes.
And I think that's in Sao Paulo, right?
Yes, in São Paulo.
Yeah. And I think the last time we played there, or maybe the time before that, I think we had a guy with us who took a lot of pictures and stuff. So I remember a lot of from that, like black and white photography, all these people who, came with signs and dressed up as the Hives and stuff.
That's cool. And do you get here and get a culture shock, something that is not normal, that you think, okay, if this is normal for them, I feel weird about it?
Not really, I don't think. I mean, we go to so many places that like everything is sort of the same. People kind of like the same stuff regardless, If you follow news and stuff, it'll be, like you will only notice all the things that sort of sets people apart and stuff. But if you go to a country, people are mostly interested in, having a good time, maybe going to a party or having a chill time, maybe having a beer,
Yeah.
It's about the same, I would say. That's sort of my take on it.
So when you guys are touring, do you have time to visit and look around a little bit of the cities?
A lot of times we have, I mean, it's a bit of both, it's both busy days, but it's also where you get to have, I mean, you don't really need too much time to, get out and see stuff. You just walk out of the hotel and, you need an hour or two or something and you can see something. Stuff is usually pretty close by unless you live way out in the sticks or something. But that might be fun to see too. It's like we get to see stuff and we're busy too, but usually you've seen something, you know.
When you guys was in Brazil, did you have time to go to Redentor Christ in Rio de Janeiro?
I think we went up there once, but it was foggy or something. I can't remember that we saw it. It was either dark or foggy or something. There was something weird about it. But we, yeah, we've been up there. Or maybe we saw it, but it was dark or something. You know, I can't remember.
So last year you guys released the Hives Forever, Forever the Hives. That is an album that marks 30th anniversary of the band. And how was making this music and producing this important album?
Well, it's always hard work. I mean, making a record is always hard work. You know, you rehearse a lot and then you change a lot of stuff and you sort of, I mean, you start with like a big chunk of wood and then you sand it down with a small piece of paper. Sometimes you shave off bigger parts and sometimes you shave it off with just a, you know, sandpaper or something. So it's always a lot of work, but it was fun to do the thing with the two records sort of joined. Like we never done that before. Like we've always sort of made a record and then toured it for 3 or 4 or 5 years and then made another record. This time around we made a record and then we wanted to make a record fairly close and, you know, close in proximity to the first one. So we made, well, we basically just toured like a year and a half or 2 or something and then just went into the studio and recorded another one and then went back out. So it's still pretty fresh. I mean, it's only 6 months old, but we've, if even that, I mean, when was it released? Like maybe September or something? August? I can't remember.
August.
So it's only like, yeah, maybe 6 months, whatever. And a little less. But it still feels like we've toured it for a year almost, you know, because we've kind of been on tour now for like 3 years. And they'll probably keep touring for like maybe another year or 2 or something.
And do you have a favorite music of this album?
I like a song called Hooray. Hooray, hooray, hooray. It's, I think it's the second one of the album.
Yeah. Why do you like that?
I guess it's music that resonates with me. I mean, I like the whole record, but that song is kind of like one of mine. You always have like 1 or 2 favorites or whatever. For whatever reason, you know, that's the way music works. Like it either, you know, resonates with you or it doesn't, you know. But it's, I mean, I like the record, but then you'll always have this sort of, you know, maybe spikes or whatever.
So like I said, you guys have been touring for a long time. And I want to know, who is Nick without the shows? You know, when you're home, what are your hobbies?
I mostly go, like now it's winter, and I mostly go skiing.
Oh.
You can't see it in the picture here, but...
No, but I loved your background.
Yeah, so did I. I got to pick a background for this interview, so I figured, you know, this was like a pretty
It's a great one.
badass choice.
Also flying.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's moving.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. No, but I mostly go skiing whenever I have the chance, both down or snowboarding or something, like both, mostly downhill or cross-country skiing stuff.
Oh, that's pretty great. So 30 years is a long time for a band. What is the most different do you feel when you guys started until now?
It's hard to say. I mean, it's kind of, it both feels like it's been 30 years, but it also feels like it's been 6 months. I mean, some of the stuff, just time moves fast and it's been fun for the most part. And the parts that haven't been fun have been, you know, those are the slowest days. Like when you're having fun and you're in a, like this, like these past, you know, 6 months or something, or a year or 3 years or whatever it is, it's just gone like that, you know, it's quick. So that must mean I'm having fun, you know.
Oh, and what do you like most to do when you're touring without the shows?
I usually try and go with our LD, our lighting guy. He surfs a lot. So whenever he gets the chance, he goes out surfing, and then I usually tag along, because then I get to see like a beach or something, and I don't know, maybe eat some grilled fish or something and then go surfing.
But do you surf? No.
I'm a terrible surfer, but
okay.
I go in the water at least. I get a board and I get in the water.
If you have to introduce the Hives for someone that never listened to the band, what music would you choose?
If it had to be something else, or if it had to be like a Hive song.
Yeah, it has to be the Hives.
Maybe Tick Tick Boom or something, you know, something that's like, you know, like one of the big songs, I guess, you know, Tick Tick Boom, Hates I Told You So. I think they're both very representative of what we do, you know. So is maybe a song like Come On or Main Offender or Dial Right or, you know.
And lastly, I want to know where you guys get inspirations for the music and the album that you guys made.
Everything from, it's sort of the same stuff that you listen to if you are trying to be inspired, or the stuff that you like anyway, you know. I mean, sometimes you can get inspiration from the weirdest stuff. Like you can get inspiration from like classical music or from, you know, schlagers or whatever. You know, it's just like notes and pauses and, you know, math, I guess. So then sometimes you find stuff that you think is cool in a song, and then you try it out or see how it works and stuff. But as far as, you know, it's all the same that, you know, you'd listen to like growing up. You know, it's like the Misfits or the Stooges or Dead Kennedys or, you know, Sex Pistols or like all the Swedish punk that we used to listen to, and, you know, whatever rock and roll we used to listen to, you know, Little Richard, you know, James Brown, anything that's good, really. I mean, anything that would, you know, that feels like quality music to us. That's what we're inspired by, you know.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you so much, Nick. It was a pleasure talking to you. I hope you have a great time here in Brazil. Obviously, I will be in the show and it will be amazing.
89.